Welcome back to Trinity Softball Complex here at Trinity College of Jacksonville for Game 2, South Region style, between the Paine College Lions from Augusta, Georgia, and the home team Eagles of Trinity College of Jacksonville. I'm Ray Bureau, and you're ready to watch game number 2 after a very exciting pitcher's duel in the opener that Trinity came from behind to win 3-2 in walk-off style. We'll tell you more in just a little while. Autumn Edie in the circle for TCJ facing Michaela Carter as game 2 is now underway. The first pitch from Edie is down low. 1-4 is Autumn Edie on the season, as the Eagles are looking now to sweep the doubleheader. Edie will make her 9th appearance and 6th start. She has 2 complete games, 27 2/3 inning pitched, 63 hits, 62 runs, 43 of them earned. She has walked 22 and struck out 4. And a 1-ball, no-strike pitch to Michaela Carter, who had herself a very nice opening game. She was 2 for 4, started that ball game off with a double. Paine led 2-0 in the 6th. Trinity scored 2 to tie it and then walked it off in the bottom of the 7th on Piper Young's 3rd infield single of the game. Cassidy Custer scored the winning run, and Trinity took game 1. A fantastic pitcher's duel between Piper Young and Kayla Carter. 3 balls, no strikes. Edie winds and delivers and gets a strike called on the inside corner. Young, the winner, 7 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, just 1 earned. She walked 1, struck out 2, and allowed 1 home run. Kayla Carter, 6 2/3, 8 hits, 3 runs, just 2 earned. She walked 2 and struck out 3. Ball 4 to Michaela Carter, not the Lion that the Eagles want to put on base via a free pass. Stats unavailable for the Lions, but we saw their speed, especially in the outfield, as the 3 outfielders made play after play after play. Nakira Mallory moves up to the number 2 hole and takes a strike at the top of the zone. Mallory nothing out of 3 in game number 1. Both defenses really played well, made spectacular plays. The 1-strike pitch from Edie, a check swing, and she went around for strike 2. Stats are unavailable for the Paine College Lions. So 2 strikes, and Edie delivers, and a chopper foul towards the Eagles dugout. So far, no indication by Michaela Carter of trying to take off. She runs very well. Both these teams have a lot of speed. Mallory, the batter, is one of those speed demons for the Paine Lions. 2 strikes and a ground ball towards second. Piper Young has no play, and that will be an infield single for Mallory. Young looked towards second, but Carter had beaten it, and by the time Young had thought to go to first, Mallory had crossed the bag. So the first 2 have reached, and Catherine Lewis, who is pitching this game, is in the batter's box, and she had a solo home run that put her team up 2-0 in game number 1. And the first pitch from Edie gets away from Shaw. That will be a wild pitch, as Shaw had to come well up and out of the crouch. And that allows Carter to take 3rd and Mallory to take 2nd. So Lewis, a big opportunity. She will be in the circle when Paine takes the field. And Edie took something off it and got a strike called. So a ball and a strike. Eagles baseball is underway. They're in the 2nd, no score. That ball is tapped foul off the bat of Catherine Lewis. And the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Michaela Carter at third. Kira Mallory at second. Nobody out. Edie winds and delivers. There's a fly ball toward the gap. That's going to be a base hit. One run is in. Paine bobbles it, but the runner was coming around to score anyway. It will be a two-run single for Lewis, and she will advance to second on the error in left field. And Paine up to a quick 2-0 lead. Both runs would have scored anyway, but Paine, who hit the wall hard trying to catch the home run, stayed in the game for a while, did not finish, and is back out there in left field, but that ball was out of her reach, and it bounced out of her glove and allowed Lewis to take second base. So Lewis, a two-run single, and Kayla Carter, who is now playing first base in game 2, is waiting to swing the bat. Carter in game 1 was 1 for 3. After Carter, it will be center fielder Alana Adams, catcher Brianna Pryor, left fielder Marina Hinojosa, third baseman Alexis Mena, and right fielder Miracle Brown. Paine is in left, Galindo Diaz is in center, and Cassidy Custer is in right. And the first pitch from Edie to Carter. Ground ball right back to the box. Edie will go the first. They'll get the out. The throw over to third to try to catch Lewis off the bag. Does not work. So 1-3 and a runner advancing to third with one out for Alana Adams. Third baseman Kylie Duhigg. Shortstop is Piper Young. Second base Callie Dunn. And at first base is Ellery McGather with Ashley Shaw behind the plate. Autumn Edie is the pitcher and the flex player. And a strike called. This is Alana Adams. Nothing out of 2 in game 1. There were a grand total of 13 hits and 5 runs in game number 1, and only 3 of those 5 runs were earned. Swing and a miss. Edie pulled the string and had the hitter out in front. Adams has a big RBI opportunity with Lewis at third and one out. Edie winds and delivers. There's a ground ball towards short. Young has only one play, and it is not in time. That is a base hit for Adams and an RBI, and Paine already leading now 3-0. Lewis singled, advanced to second on the error, advanced to third on the ground ball. For the moment, the run unearned pending what happens with Brianna Pryor. Runner at first, and the pitch is up and away. Only one out. The first 3 all reached and all scored. And a strike called. Runners going to throw. Knocked down by Young. And then picked up by Callie Dunn to keep Adams at second base. Good throw, but Young hadn't gotten to the bag yet. She was pulled way over toward third. Brianna Pryor now with an RBI opportunity. She's the catcher. She played most of game 1 in left field, but had to go behind the plate. And a swing and a miss. And that is because Zalia Harris was injured late in the game. Harris took a foul ball off the right forearm, and we hope she's all right. She's not in the lineup in game 2. Shaw able to block one, low and inside to keep the runner at second base, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. This will be a big out for Edie to get. There's a ground ball to short. Young will throw to first. They'll get the runner. McGather throws to third, and it's not in time. So 2 outs and heads up base running by Alana Adams. She waited until Young got rid of the ball, and she left the instant the ball left Young's hand. And she beat the relay throw back. So 2 outs, the runner at third, and 3 runs in for Marina Hinojosa. Nothing out of 3 in game 1. And she takes the first pitch on the outer half. She started the game in right, ended up in left, and she is starting game 2 as the left fielder. No balls and a strike. And this one misses the outside corner. Edie wanted the call, but won't get it. Counts 1-1 to Marina Hinojosa. There's a ground ball towards short. Young will have to hurry to throw to first. Is in time. Yes. A little bit late on the call. The base umpire had to make sure the ball was in Ellery McGatha's glove, and McGatha held the bag. But 3 runs score, 2 of them earned, and after a half inning, it is 3-0 Paine. Bottom of the first, 3-0 Paine. Michaela Carter, Nakira Mallory, and Catherine Lewis all reached and scored. And now Trinity will play from behind. Carlin Paine will lead it off. She's in left field, followed by Alondra Galindo Diaz in center. Piper Young, the shortstop. Give you the middle third of the batting order after the first pitch from Catherine Lewis, looking for her first win of the season. And the first pitch is up and away. The middle third is second baseman Callie Dunn, third baseman Kylie Duhigg, designated player Reagan Beckham. And to round it out, Cassidy Custer's in right, Ellery McGatha is at first, Ashley Shaw is the catcher. There's a strike right down the middle from Lewis. Marina Hinojosa is in left. Alana Adams in center. Miracle Brown getting the start in right. Alexis Mena at third. Nakira Mallory, the shortstop, as this one misses inside for ball 2. Michaela Carter is at second, and Kayla Carter is at first, with Brianna Pryor behind the plate. Straight 9 for the Lions. 2 balls and a strike to Carlin Paine. 2 for 3 in game 1. There's a tapper to the second baseman, Michaela Carter, who has played Paine that close so far the entire day. Well, that cost Paine College a couple of times, as Carlin Paine was able to loft a couple over that drawn-in infield in game 1 for 2 base hits. Paine had a double in that game and was thrown out trying to stretch that one to a triple. Alondra Galindo Diaz at the plate. Scored a run in game 1 and gets a strike. No balls and a strike. Galindo Diaz very fast. The 1-strike pitch from Lewis misses up and away. Counts even up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a pitch. And a tapper goes foul. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Alondra Galindo Diaz, a freshman from Forest Park, Georgia. And she takes one upstairs to even the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a pitch. Swing and a miss at a sinking fastball for strike 3. 2 outs for the shortstop, Piper Young. Very busy in the top of the first. Few balls hit her way. She got 2 of them out. One of them beaten out for a base hit. And that pitch looked low, but it's called a strike. So no balls and a strike. Lewis delivers and misses upstairs. So the count's 1-1 to Young, senior from Jacksonville. And she takes one high for ball 2. Two balls and a strike. And a ground ball that is going to go into right field, and Young is aboard. That was a tough play. Ball hit off Cater's glove into right. And that's going to be a base hit for Piper Young. Carter had to range very far to her left. Would have been a close, tough play. Here's Callie Dunn. And for Piper Young, that's her 4th infield single of the day. She had 3 of those, including the game winner in game 1. Callie Dunn 1 for 3 with an RBI in the opener. And that one called a strike on the inner half. So no balls, 2 strikes to Dunn. And a pitch. There's a bouncer right back to Lewis. Underhand flipped to retire the side. The Eagles get a 2-out base runner, but nothing else. After 1, Paine 3, Trinity nothing. Three nothing Paine after 1. 8, 9, and 1 due up. Alexis Mena, Miracle Brown, and Michaela Carter. Facing Autumn Edie, 3 runs, 2 earned in the first. Hard ground ball to third, right at Duhigg. A solid throw, nearly sailed away, but Magatha was able to reach up high and make the catch for the out. Brings up Miracle Brown, the first time today that she has batted. Brown came in defensively late in game one following the injury. Did not get an at-bat. And that first pitch misses up and away. Brown playing right. Getting some cheers from her teammates in the dugout. Shows bunt and drops it down. Duhigg charging and collides with Shaw. That's a base hit. Miscommunication allows Miracle Brown to reach. So Brown drops down the bunt, and she is aboard. Bunted to the third baseman, and it brings up Michaela Carter. Walked and scored to start that three-run rally in the first. Free base turned into the first run. Little pop-up towards third. Duhigg with Brown off the bag, throws the first, double play, retires the side. So Miracle Brown, a base running mistake, helps out Autumn Edie and the Eagles. And after an inning and a half, it's 3-0 Lions. Bottom of the second, Trinity trails 3-0. Kylie Duhigg, Reagan Beckham, and Cassidy Custer are the scheduled hitters, facing Catherine Lewis, who allowed just an infield single in the first inning. And this first one hits the ground fair and trickles foul. So Duhigg will come back to the batter's box with a strike. Duhigg in game one, nothing out of two, but she did draw a walk. One strike. Duhigg was the DP in game one and starts at third base here in the nightcap. It's beautiful out here. Low 80s, gentle breeze, and a strike called on the outside corner. And with the canopy, it's very pleasant here. Shaq Kokora doing the camera for us again. Luke Mashara, the official scorekeeper. Abby Springer, the game day coordinator. Two strikes, and that one fouled off into the net, and we'll do it again. I didn't flinch that time, Shaq. He's making fun of me, putting his hands in front of me. Two strikes to Kylie Duhigg, leading off the bottom of the second. Lewis delivers. Hard hit, ground ball into left field. That is going to be an error on the shortstop. That ball went right under Mallory's glove. She looked like she thought it was going to hop up, but the ball stayed down. Duhigg is aboard, and here's the DP, Reagan Beckham. So Duhigg at first, nobody out. First pitch misses outside. One ball, no strikes. Lewis delivers. And a hot shot, foul, and that one hit the post and the railing over in front of the dugout. And a couple of Paine Lions were standing right there, and they were very fortunate. Lions already without Zalia Harris, who was injured in game one. Hopefully she's all right. She's in good spirits. And Beckham takes strike two on the outside corner. One ball, two strikes. And a swing and a miss at a changeup. And Beckham is strikeout victim number 2 for Catherine Lewis. That brings up Cassidy Custer, who scored the winning run in the bottom of the 7th in the opener. She got a 2-out base hit, stole second, stole third, and scored on Piper Young's third infield single. Custer with a runner at first. Takes this one inside. One ball, no strikes. High pop-up. That's going to be caught by Pryor, and there are 2 away. Ellery McGatha steps up. And McGatha 1 for 3 in the opener, and she made a fantastic play at first base in the top of the 7th to help keep the Lions off the base paths and give her team a chance to win it, and the Eagles responded. Tapper back to the box. Lewis, a low flip, but Carter able to dig it out and retire the side. A leadoff error does not come back to hurt the Paine College Lions, and after 2, Paine 3, Trinity nothing. Top of the 3rd, and 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Lions. Nakira Mallory, Catherine Lewis, and Kayla Carter facing Autumn Eady. 2 innings, 3 runs, 2 earned. 3 hits. And she will face Mallory, who had an infield single and a run scored in the first. Eady winds and delivers and misses down low. One ball, no strikes. And this one misses upstairs for ball 2. Eagles baseball against Dort in Orlando, leading 1-0, and they're batting in the top of the 3rd. There's a hard ground ball that gets through Young. That will be an error on the shortstop. And so Mallory is aboard for Catherine Lewis, who has a 2-run single. That came in the first, and she ended up scoring the 3rd run. Rishawn Amaro has the RBI single for the baseball team. They have the bases loaded, and Jacob Burke is just hit by a pitch to bring in a run. Bunt drop down. Duhigg will throw to first in time. They have a runner caught between 2nd and 3rd. Carlin Payne, the left fielder, took the throw, heads-up defensive play by Paine. Well, the sacrifice bunt is good. It goes 5-3. 1 out, and Carlin Paine from left field covered a wide open third base and kept Nakira Mallory from advancing even further. Kayla Carter has a chance to drive in the run. One out with the runner at second. And the pitch. Ground ball. It is into center field. Here's a runner around third to throw. Will be cut off, and runners are at the corners. Mallory took a turn but stopped because Galindo Diaz got to the ball very quickly. It is a base hit. And with 1 out, Alana Adams has a chance to drive home the 4th run. Corner infielders are in tight. Edie delivers and misses up and away. Well, the baseball got no further runs, but they lead 2-0 going to the bottom of the 3rd. Playing NAIA Dordt University. 1 ball, no strikes, and a pitch. There's a slow roller foul. Duhigg was ready to fire toward first. 1 ball, 1 strike. Leah Harris in great spirits, leading the cheers from the dugout. As the pitch misses low and inside, and a really nice block by Ashley Shaw. Mallory reached on an error, advanced to second on a sac bunt. Carter got a base hit. 1 out with the runners at the corners. 2 balls and a strike. And this one tapped foul to even the count at 2-2. Adams had an RBI infield single and a stolen base in the 1st inning. That made the score 3-0, and that's where we stand right now. There's a line drive foul down the left field line. That certainly would have scored 1, and Carter was motoring, might have gotten a 3rd. And so the count remains 2-2. And Edie delivers. There's a looper towards short. Young makes the catch. Carter, very aware, got back to the bag quickly. So there were 2 outs. Brings up Brianna Pryor. Grounded hard to the shortstop her first time up. Chance for Edie to get out of the inning without a run scoring. And the first pitch, bunt shown, and ball gets away. Here comes Mallory, and it is 4-0. The run is unearned. Kayla Carter takes second. Four nothing, Lions lead. That went down as a pass ball. Line drive. Picked up. Carter stops at third. Everybody's safe. That is a base hit for Pryor. That ball just kind of stuck as it hit the ground between Magatha and Dunn. And Dunn was trying to make the play unassisted. She comes up limping, but she says she's all right. That's a base hit for Pryor. Hit number 5 for the Lions, and it brings up Marina Hinojosa. 4-0. Paine. Line drive toward the gap. One run is in. Another runner will stop at third. Nobody covering first, so they're going to allow Hinojosa to go back. She was trying to draw a throw, but her teammates all say get back on the bag. It is an RBI single for Hinojosa. Another unearned run on the board, and it's now 5-0. Conference in the circle. Callie Dunn calls time. She's going to head off and got a scrape on the elbow from when she tried to make a play at first base just a few moments ago. The error to start the inning has really opened the door, and the Lions have put 2 on the board, and they're still batting with 2 outs. And they'll have Pryor at third, Hinojosa at first, and Alexis Mena at the plate. Callie Dunn already back on the field, and she will set up back in her position as a second baseman. First pitch to Mena, grounded to third her first time up. Line drive into center field, that's a base hit. And a run is in. Mena drives home Pryor. It is 6-0. Just a base hit right back up the middle. Delindo Diaz did all she could, but couldn't quite get there in time. And Miracle Brown at the plate. She has a bunt single. That happened in the second inning. 2 outs, 3 runs in. And the first pitch low and inside, and nobody covering third. Young got there a little too late, and Hinojosa has a stolen base. Mena stayed at first. 1 ball, no strikes. And this one pulled into the Eagles dugout. So the count's 1-1. Three runs in each of the first 2 innings, and Paine is still batting. And Catherine Lewis hasn't allowed much. Just 1 hit through the first 8 batters. A ball and a strike. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. Eighth Lion to bat in the inning, Miracle Brown. 1 for 1. A ball and 2 strikes. High pop foul into the net, and we'll redo the 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Edie delivers. High fly ball, left field, on its way back. It will one-hop the fence. 2 runs will score. Brown pulls up into second with a double. Miracle Brown almost put one over the fence. It is a 2-run double, and the Lions lead 8-0. Both Hinojosa and Mena score. And that error that started the inning has allowed 5 unearned runs to cross. And Michaela Carter at the plate. Coach Blackmer calls time. We'll pause here. We'll be back in a minute. Miracle Brown just drove in two. Better half of this rally has happened after 2 outs. The inning started with an error, a sac bunt, a single, a pop-up, then 3 consecutive singles and the double. 1 strike pitch. That one hits the plate, and Shaw made a fantastic block. Michaela Carter has walked and scored and popped up into a double play. 8-0 Lions lead. Ground ball towards third. Duhigg scoops, throws to first, and retires aside. The Lions bat 9 and score 5. We go to the bottom of the third. It is 8-0 Lions. Ashley Shaw will try to start a rally for the Eagles. They find themselves down 8-0. 3 in the first, 5 in the third for the Lions. Shaw, the number 9 hitter. Lewis's first pitch right down the middle. Ashley Shaw 0 for 3 in game 1, but she hit the ball a lot better than that 0 for would show. 1 strike. Here's a pitch from Lewis. Little tapper towards first. Carter drops to a knee and takes it herself for the out. So Carlin Paine comes up with the bases empty and 1 out. Paine grounded to the second baseman, Michaela Carter, to start the ball game for the Eagles, and Carter was playing in that same spot you see her now. Has to shield her eyes from the sun, and the pitch. Fastball on the inner half for the strike. The pitcher's still in sunshine. The batter's in the shade. And before long, the pitcher will be in the shade as well. 1 strike pitch to Paine. Misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Lewis delivers. Paine drops down the bunt and chased one that might have hit her if she had let it go. So it's 1-2. Catherine Lewis looking for her first win, and she's been really good, and her offense has given her 8 runs. There's a looper towards short, and a catch is made by Nakira Mallory. 2 outs for Alondra Galindo Diaz. Down on strikes her first time up. Well, the baseball's threatening. The bases loaded, 1 out in the top of the 4th. See if Larson Lott can drive in a couple. There's a ground ball towards third, an easy play for Mena. And a 1-2-3 bottom of the 3rd for Catherine Lewis. We go to the 4th. The Lions 8, the Eagles zip. Lions lead 8-0, trying to earn the split after Trinity won the opener 3-2. Autumn Edie now pitching to Mallory, who pulls this one foul. Nakira Mallory has scored twice. She started that big rally in the 3rd, reaching on an error, and scored her 2nd run of the game. No balls and a strike. Only 2 of the 8 runs earned, but they're on the board. And Paine took advantage. They got 4 consecutive hits after 2 were out, and they put 5 on the board in that 3rd inning. The 1-1 misses low and outside. 2 balls and a strike. Eagles baseball did not score after getting the bases loaded with 1 out in the top of the 4th. They lead Dordt 2-0, and Dordt is batting in the bottom of the 4th. That one misses low and inside. Baseball will then play Northwestern Iowa at 6:15, which will probably start late. Three balls and a strike. High fly ball, left field. Carlin Paine comes in and makes the catch. So Mallory flies out to start the 4th. And with the very bright sunshine and blue skies, no clouds overhead, that is really not as easy as it looks. These fielders, they have the sunglasses on, but they're still looking right into the sun. Catherine Lewis, 1 for 1, a 2-run single in the 1st and a sacrifice bunt. But in the circle, she's been even better. 3 scoreless and only 1 hit. She takes the first pitch outside. ball, no strikes. And a ground ball to third. Duhigg has been a very good third baseman today. And she makes a solid throw for out number 2. Kylie Duhigg has played some picket with the glove. Brings up Kayla Carter, who is 1 for 2 with the runs scored. Got a solid line drive into center her last time up. That was in the big third inning. Hard ground ball to short. Young to first, picked up by Magatha. And a 1-2-3, top of the 4th. Eagles have some work to do as they trail 8-0 coming up in the bottom of the 4th. Eagles have work to do. Piper Young, Callie Dunn, and Kylie Duhigg will try to get it started in the bottom of the 4th. Catherine Lewis has been brilliant. Just 1 infield single so far. That was to Young in the first inning. The Eagles have had only 2 base runners. That's a drive in the center. That's a base hit. The first one into the outfield for Piper Young. That is her 5th hit of the day. 3 in game 1 and her 2nd here in game 2. And that one was a very solid single. Callie Dunn at the plate, grounded back to the pitcher in the 1st. So Young starts it off, and Dunn takes the first pitch upstairs. Eagles came from behind in game 1, but that was only 2 runs. This time it's 8. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. There's a line drive, and that's going to be a double play. Nakira Mallory, range to her left, snared the ball, and Young misread it, and she was an easy out to complete the double play. So the leadoff single is erased, and Kylie Duhigg at the plate. She reached on an error in the 2nd. Everything going right for the Lions. There's a ground ball to Mallory. Backhand and a throw to first in time. So because of the double play, Lewis faces the minimum, and through 4, she leads 8-0. Top of the fifth, Alana Adams, Brianna Pryor, and Marina Hinojosa, the three scheduled hitters to face Autumn Edie. Defensive change for the Eagles. Madison Whitmire has taken over for Carlin Paine in left field in the number 1 hole in the batting order. Edie's first pitch misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. And Edie ready. The pitch is down low, hit off the plate, and that is ball 2. Carlin Paine hit that fence in game 1, stayed in the game for a while, did not finish, started game 2, played 4 innings. Hopefully she's all right as Whitmire takes over in left. And a check swing. And held up in time. Adams did, says the first base umpire. Three balls and a strike, and ball 4 is up high. So Adams draws the walk, her second time on base. She is 1 for 2 with an RBI. Only the second walk issued by Autumn Edie. Brianna Pryor at the plate. Had an infield single to the second baseman and a run scored into third, and she takes the first pitch for a strike. Pryor 1 for 2. Runner at first, nobody out. Edie delivers and misses low and inside. Baseball game has now gone to the 5th. Still 2-0. Trinity leads Dort. And the 1-1. Bunt shown. Runners going to throw down is not in time. Stolen base for Alana Adams. Dort University. D-O-R-D-T. 2-1. And a strike called on the outside corner. And the Eagles have played Dort every year for the past several years at the Russ Matt Invitational. And the 2-2 is down low for ball 3. Three balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch from Edie is grounded towards second. Backhanded play by Callie Dunn, and she gets the out. What a terrific play. Adams advances to third. There's 1 out, and Callie Dunn, that ball took a hop on her, and she was able to snare it and get the out. Marina Hinojosa has an RBI single in 2 trips. She also stole a base and scored in the third. Edie's first pitch misses up high. One ball, no strikes. High pop up, right side, Dunn is not going to get there in time. That ball drops, and it is an infield single. It was behind the base, so that is a fair ball. And it's an RBI single for Marina Hinojosa, and Paine leads 9-0. Dunn did everything she could. She was hustling after the ball, but it kept slicing away from her. It hit the ground, went foul, but it was past the base, so it is a fair ball. Adams, who walked to start the inning, stole second, advanced to third on the grounder, scores on the bloop single by Hinojosa, who just got her second ribby of the ball game. Coach Blackmer looks like he's going to make a change. And Reagan Beckham will be the new pitcher. We'll pause right here, and we'll be back in just a bit. The new pitcher is Reagan Beckham, and some other defensive changes, just position changes for the Eagles. Callie Dunn has come off the field. She is now the designated player. Ellery McGatha has moved from first to second, and Autumn Eady goes from the circle to play first base. Alexis Mena is in the batter's box. One run is in. It's 9-0 Paine. A line drive to third. Duhigg will make the catch and throw to first. So Beckham throws one pitch and gets a line drive double play to retire the side. That's the second time that Duhigg has turned a catch into a twin killing. One run scores, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the fifth. The Eagles trail 9-0. They need to score at least two to keep this one going. Bottom of the fifth, the Eagles trail 9-0, so that means they must score at least 2 runs to send this game to the sixth. Catherine Lewis has been brilliant. Just 2 hits, no walks, and a couple of strikeouts. The Eagles have had 3 base runners, 2 singles, and an error. And Reagan Beckham, who's now the pitcher at the plate, she is one of the 2 strikeout victims of Catherine Lewis. And a ground ball towards short. That's the wrong woman to hit the ball to in this game because Nakira Mallory has been fantastic with the glove. 1 out. Eagles are down to their final 2 outs, barring a rally. Cassidy Custer at the plate. She popped to the catcher her first time up. Eagles baseball leaves the bases loaded again for the 2nd consecutive inning. Oh, actually, no, it's 3-2 to Logan McGann. Pitch to Custer is low and outside. So let's see if McGann can drive home a couple of runs. He has a full count with 2 outs. 1 ball, no strikes. And they do leave the bases loaded. That one is low and inside, but called a strike, and it's 1-1. So a ball and a strike to Cassidy Custer. Well, she did score the game-winning run in game one. Tries to bunt. Lewis spins and makes a perfect throw. Lewis had to deal with the bat and then turn all the way around and get a speedy Custer at first, and Lewis fired a missile. Brings up Ellery McGatha. And Lewis will try to end this game and get a complete game shutout. It's 9-0, and the first pitch misses down low. 1 ball, no strikes. Agatha, nothing out of 1. Grounded back to Lewis, her first time up. The 1-0. And a strike called. Eagles in Space Coast Complex in Viera for 2 games on Wednesday. At Fort Lauderdale for a doubleheader next Friday. At St. Thomas for a doubleheader next Saturday. The next home games are March 26th, 2 against the University of Fort Lauderdale. We plan to have those right here on the live feed. And then they'll finish March with a 3-game series against Baptist University of Florida. 1 game on the 27th and 2 on the 28th. Strike called on the inside corner, and the Eagles are down to their final strike. Paine College has a doubleheader next Saturday against Baptist University of Florida, and then they play 3 straight NCAA Division II teams. There's a looper and a great over-the-shoulder catch by Nakira Mallory, and that's the ball game. Final score, Paine College 9, Trinity College of Jacksonville nothing. The teams split a doubleheader. Paine is now 4-12 on the season, and the Eagles are now 3-15. The winning pitcher, Catherine Lewis, 1-4, goes 5 innings, allows just 2 hits, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. Autumn Edie takes the loss. She is now 1-5. Well, the teams win a game apiece. Trinity got the first one, 3-2. Paine, a big rally in the 3rd inning. After they got 3 in the first, they win it 9-0. We thank everybody for joining us here on the live feed. For head coach Rob Blackmer, our cameraman Shaq Kakura, our statistician Luke Mashara, and our game day coordinator Abby Springer, athletic director John D. Jones. I'm Ray Bureau saying good night and God bless you from Trinity College of Jacksonville.